December 28th, 9:51 a.m. After getting tased. Never mind, way after getting tased. Next day, probably. This is it. Judgment Day. Today, things are going to get settled at last. A lot of things. Am I getting tased again? What's the big idea?
Sorry, Nick.
Wait. Yo? Female Electro origins? Maya has the power of shock now?
I only touched your shoulder.
First, she was a medium, burger enthusiast, and now, Maya Electro.
I guess the shock hasn't worn off from my run-in with the stun gun yesterday. Anyhow, today's the last day of the trial. Good luck, Nick.
Yeah, thanks, Maya. Edgeworth is looking glum as always. I hope Von Karma doesn't push him too hard. Whoa! Man, you get shocked too. What are you doing?
Sorry, I'm sorry.
Stop shocking everybody, Maya. Dude, like Peter Griffin just in that onesie suit. Shock! God damn it.
I just thought I'd cheer you up with a pat on the back.
10-second memory, Maya. 10 seconds. Maya, maybe you should go outside and discharge. Just ground yourself, you know?
Right, good idea.
Try not to electrocute anyone on your way out.
Yeah, pal!
Oh, she's touching a lot of people. Oh no, his gumshoe. What's gotten into that girl? Detective Gumshoe! Morning, Mr. Edgeworth. Good morning. How did it go, Detective? Have no fear, as promised, I've captured our runaway caretaker. I just brought him in. Took all night, pal. Thanks, Detective Gumshoe. You must be tired. Look how fast he's breathing. Actually, after that shock I got on the way in, I feel pretty good. Yogi says he's forgotten his own name. But that has to be a lie. Why would he want revenge on Edgeworth if he couldn't remember his past? He does remember, and I'm going to prove it. He likes it rough. He's into that type of kink.
Court is now in session for the trial of Miles Edgeworth.
The defense is ready, Your Honor.
The defense is ready, Your Honor.
That's what he's thinking in his head right now. The prosecution is ready.
Right. Very well. We have reached the final day of our proceedings in this trial. I ask that the prosecution submit decisive evidence.
Understood. I'm so surprised he's not even being weird today. Come on, don't be awed into silence by every little thing he says. Judge be whipped by Von Karma.
Very well, Mr. Von Karma, your opening statement.
Right. Thanks to Detective Gumshoe's efforts, the boat rental shop caretaker has been arrested. In yesterday's trial, the defense asserted that the caretaker was the murderer. However, the caretaker has yet to confirm this. I would like to ask the defense to cross-examine him as much as necessary.
Very well. Please bring the witness into the courtroom.
And he's still the same person we know. Ladies and gentlemen of the court, I believe you all remember our witness. He lives in the boat rental shop on the lake from where he witnessed the incident. In addition, he has currently lost memory of his name and identity. When? Like, right after the murderer? Wow, how convenient.
Witness!
Witness me.
Why did you run away yesterday?
Already? Gee, you're gonna object the judge? I don't think you ever see that happen too often. The witness was not running away, as he will now testify.
I see. Very well, please begin your testimony.
Wake the heck up. Why I left court? I'm really sorry about just leaving yesterday like I did. But I wasn't running away or nothing. I went to buy some food for Polly, see? Yeah, likely story. I can smell the BS wafting out of his mouth right now. I figured I got nothing to do with this incident anyhow. Yeah, I mean, I need one of those motive things, right? I mean, I don't got one. So my testimony yesterday stands as is. I don't remember his yesterday testimony.
Very well. Let's begin the cross-examination, shall we?
He has to know his name. Yanni Yogi. You're Yanni Yogi, and I'm going to prove it. Shows him a picture of Yogi Bear. Is this you? Remember. Remember. Picnic baskets? Oh yeah? Press it. Are you sorry? I want you to beg for forgiveness. I call what you did running away and not just leaving. You heard Larry's testimony and realized you were in danger. Now, Mr. Wright, there's no need to rush to conclusions. Man, I want to taste him back so bad. As I said, the witness was not running away. Listen to the testimony. He sure seems relaxed. In fact, they both do. Von Karma and Yanni Yogi. Testimony yesterday was basically, he was just in the shop, he heard a gunshot and saw Edgeworth walk by his window saying, I can't believe he's dead. I can't believe it's not butter. I'm gonna press everything. What are they gonna do, punish me for it? Then why did you leave? He's just about to say why. Is it so hard for you to just quietly listen when someone is talking? Yeah, I could say the same thing to you when you just decided to tase us. If I sat quietly, Edgeworth would be guilty in 3 minutes! Oh yeah? Why are you looking away from us as you say this? Something smells wrong. Food? Well, Polly is a bit of a gourmand, you see. She only eats these high-quality bird pellets from friends. They only have them in the big pet shop downtown. Well, you weren't arrested until this morning. Why didn't you go back to the caretaker's shack? Well, I kind of got lost, you see. The witness has trouble remembering things sometimes. When the police apprehended him, he was on his way back to the shack. Yeah, right. Nice try, Von Karma. No one's going to believe that.
I see. So he was lost.
Right? Please, Your Honor, come to your senses. Man, screw his senses. Put him in a retirement home. It's about time. What do you mean you got nothing to do with this incident? You were there. You saw Edgeworth, apparently. You've lost much of your memory. Is that correct? Yep. Yeah, seems like it. Then how could you know that you didn't have anything to do with this incident? Or maybe you're lying about not having your memory, You know exactly who you are. The witness has testified quite clearly that he has no memory of who he is. If you claim he's lying, then show the court proof. Getting vicious now. How am I supposed to prove what's going on in that old codger's head? That's impossible. I'm glad you've come to your senses, Mr. Wright. Very well, witness, please continue. What kind of evidence do I have? I don't think I have anything new because he got rid of that letter, so... Well, this would be a perfect thing to present that letter. How can you say you had no motive? I say you do! You had a grudge against Edgeworth and the victim, Robert Hammond. That's why you took revenge on them, right? Please don't make me repeat myself, Mr. Wright. This witness has no memory of anything beyond several years ago. He can't hold a grudge. It's impossible. I have to prove he's lying about his memory. Otherwise, it's going to be the same thing over and over until the trial ends. What?
Might I say something, Mr. Wright?
Please let this something be smart. Yes? Yes, Your Honor?
You've been saying the same thing now over and over. You've been calling the witness's memory of the past, or lack thereof, into question. Or does this really have anything to do with the current case?
It does. Of course, Your Honor. The witness has said he has nothing to do with this case, and no motive. Both of these statements are lies!
Order! Order! Mr. Wright, there is a serious problem with your claim. Or are you saying you know who this witness is?
Of course, Your Honor. Glad I pressed everything to get to this point. Oh, now this is interesting. I would like to know myself. So, who is he? Don't play dumb, Von Karma.
Mr. Wright, please tell us this witness's name.
Oh my, I wonder which one it is.
Ayabubu.
His name is Yanni Yogi, a former court bailiff. Surprise face. Surprise Pikachu face.
Yogi, that name seems familiar. Oh! Yanni Yogi, from the DL6 incident.
It figures the judge would have heard of it. It was such a famous case.
What does this mean?
Your Honor, if this man is Mr. Yogi, then he has a clear motive.
Tisk, tisk, tisk. Jumping to conclusions again, Mr. Wright. This man, this witness is Yanni Yogi. Fascinating. However, how do you propose to prove this to the court?
And he says with a little that shit-eating grin. Oh, I see how it is. Tase us, take that thing away. I'm about to lay the smack down.
This is a court of law. As you may recall, you need proof. And allow me to repeat once more that the witness has lost his memory.
This is it. I have to do this now. If I can't prove he's Yogi right here, right now, then I've got nowhere else to go.
Nick, how are you going to prove it? How can you prove that he's Yanni Yogi?
It's okay. It's actually quite simple. Your Honor, please take this man's fingerprints. Oh, I don't even have to do anything nice. Then we'll compare them to the fingerprints on file for Yanni Yogi 15 years ago. I mean DNA too, you know.
I see. That makes sense.
Huh?
I'm so very, very sorry, Mr. Wright.
Why?
The witness has no fingerprints.
What'd he do with them? What? What? No fingerprints? Got smooth fingies?
You see, before I worked as a caretaker, I worked at a chemical plant. I burned my fingers working with this stuff. Yep.
What?
Yogi, you sneak!
You burned your fingertips off to hide your past!
Well, if the witness has no fingerprints...
Can we not test DNA? What is going on? Stick him! With a needle!
I guess we will not be able to prove his identity.
I don't know how this doesn't exist.
No! Well, what will you do, Mr. Wright? It seems that the case has been decided, no?
No! I say in my head. I know what happened. I know everything. I just can't prove it. But no, I can't let it end like this. I can't lose. There has to be another way.
There is no one who can testify as to who this witness is. No one.
Polly, to the court.
Nick, what are we going to do?
I didn't even consider that he might have erased his fingerprints. What do I do?
Well, Mr. Wright, perhaps you'd like to cross-examine his parrot for a little comic relief.
Yeah, very funny. You're a sore winner, Von Karma. Oh, it gave him an idea. Wait a second. Cross-examine his parrot. What is it, Nick? No, you're not going to. Your Honor, the defense would like to take Mr. Von Karma up on his proposal.
Take Mr. Von Karma up?
On my proposal?
Exactly, Your Honor. I would like to cross-examine the witness's pet parrot.
Order! Order! What do you think, Mr. Von Karma?
Did you even ask? This is a farce! I object!
Oh, yeah, I object your objection. Wait a second! You were the one who suggested I cross-examine the parrot, Von Karma. Yeah, get wrecked. Teach you to open your mouth, idiot. I have a right to do as you suggested.
Well, if you're so desperate, then please, be my guest.
Be my guest, be my guest. And something to the test.
Of course, should you go through with this, and nothing comes of it, then I hope you're ready for the consequences.
Nick, this is crazy!
Well, still want to go through with your little game?
Of course. Let the parrot take the stand. Oh, man. I will cross-examine her, Your Honor.
This is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard.
Von Karma's rigged every person's testimony, every piece of evidence. Except the parrot. She's my last chance.
At least, I think so.
I hope so.
Bailiff, bring in the parrot.
Nice. That bird's gonna speak perfect English? Dude, that'd be terrifying. But also cool at the same time. I gotta make sure Maya is able to take this parrot home if they can speak perfect English.
That's quite a bird. Please tell us your name. Name!
It's a bird, Judge.
The witness is ignoring me.
It must hurt to be ignored by a bird.
Very well, witness. Who is your owner? Please, testify for us.
Oh boy, let's... I'm interested to see what this is. Uh-huh.
Hello, hello.
Okay. Nice. Alright. Gotta cross-examine that now.
Certainly the most concise testimony we've had so far. Very well, begin your cross-exam...
What is going on here? It's like a fever dream.
Right. Yeah, sure, Judge.
What are you going to do, Nick? Press everything until I say the secret words?
I don't know. What do we do, Maya?
Hello, squad. Hold it. Witness, you can't just say hello and expect us to get anywhere. I want you to testify. Maya, you talk to her. Nice, Maya for the save. Right. What do I say? What's your name? Maybe I should get her to say her name. Polly, what's your name?
Polly, what?
Mr. Wright, I think we've established that this parrot is named Polly. Does this have anything to do with her owner's identity?
Of course. Yes, it does. Huh,
Fascinating. You claim that the parrot's name will prove her owner's identity. Then show us this proof.
Nick, don't you think you're taking a bluffing a little too far? Listen, we're not here to answer the question of who is the caretaker. We're here to prove that he is Yanni Yogi. All we have to do is tie the name Polly to Yogi. Your Honor, the proof that the parrot's name reveals the caretaker's identity is... Oh boy. What? Proof that the parrot's name reveals the caretaker's identity. What the hell is this? I mean, that's a pretty common name. What? What kind of evidence would I have? This has to be like one where it doesn't matter what I choose. Check anything that I can with A. Ah, ha 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 ha, there it is, Polly Jenkins. Gotcha, Yogi.
The DL6 case file?
That's quite a large file you have there. Which page is this proof on, then? Show us or stop wasting our time.
Very well, Mr. Wright, please show us the page. Where in this file is the information connected to this parrot's name?
Luckily, it lets me look because I didn't memorize it. Suspect data. It's on the suspect data page. This page has all the information about Yanni Yogi. Right after he was arrested, his fiancée committed suicide, see?
Indeed, it does say that, yes.
What was his fiancée's name?
Polly Jenkins. Polly!
Exactly, Your Honor. He wanted to remember the name of his fiancée who had committed suicide. That's why he named his parrot after her.
I see. I guess that is possible.
Bah, a mere coincidence, that's all. My granddaughter has a dog she calls Phoenix. Well, Mr. Phoenix Wright, does this make you my granddaughter's fiancé?
She's only 7 years old!
Indeed. Alone, it is a little weak for evidence in a murder trial.
Really? But you'd accept a bunch of other things that were weak.
We would need some other corroborating evidence.
Where am I going to find that? Nick, we're getting close. One more. If we can just get one more piece of evidence. Right. But what?
Very well, witness, you may continue.
Yeah, let the bird continue. Stop interrupting Polly, man. It's making me angry. Alright, ... Wait a minute. Hold it. Witness, you're here to speak. You must speak to me.
Frankly, I can't believe that you're speaking to the parrot.
Well, I guess we should try to get some information out of her. We need to show the judge that her owner is Mr. Yogi.
How am I supposed to do that? I can keep pressing? Is the same thing over and over again? Witness, you can't just say hello and expect us to get anywhere. We need to testify. Why, you talk to her. Oh yeah, this is probably, yeah. Let's keep doing. What's the safe number? Maybe I'll get her to say the number of that safe.
Huh? The safe? Why?
Let's just try to get her to say anything, okay?
Ollie, what was the number to the safe in the shack?
1228. 1228.
My, what a reckless bird. Well, Mr. Wright, you aren't claiming that this number has something to do with the caretaker?
It does. Actually, it does. That's why I had her say it. Ha! Ridiculous! How can a number to a safe tell us who the caretaker is? Show us your proof. What could possibly link this number to the caretaker's true identity? Uh-oh. Oh, it's probably like the same thing. Because there's gotta be like a number in it that... Check. 1228. Yeah, there it is right there. Date. Alright, so, and that is the case summary. Presente.
The DL6 case file? What is this obsession you have with that case?
Mr. Wright, where in this file is something relating to that safe number?
It's on the case summary page.
The case summary?
Specifically, the date on which the DL6 incident occurred.
The date of the incident? December 28th? Why, that's today's date, 15 years ago.
And the number on that safe is 1228.
Ah!
He used the date of the DL6 incident as the number for his safe, Your Honor. Man, what an idiot. That's how important that date was to him. I mean, I guess if he wanted revenge, make him remember it, but I don't know. Easy way for me to link it to him.
I see. It certainly is an interesting coincidence. People often do set their secret numbers to dates.
I don't.
Bah! This is not tangible proof. I set my ATM card's number to 0001 because I'm number one.
Oh, I'm definitely not gonna steal that.
This has nothing to do with a date. Nothing.
That's enough! I think we've reached a conclusion here.
This is a mere coincidence, that's all.
True, that is a possibility. However, two coincidences are at the same time seems more like a pattern to me.
Base judge.
What are you saying?
Summon the caretaker of the boat shop. Immediately!
Wheel his ass in here.
Witness, tell us your name.
Wait! This witness, he doesn't remember.
No, it's okay. Huh? Oh, damn, he's... he's done with the act. He's done acting. I've accomplished what I wanted to do. I'm done.
Nick, he looks totally different.
This is the real Yogi, I think. Finally. He's been acting feeble to hide his true identity. Man, it's just that easy, ain't it? Acting for 15 years!
Well, let me ask you again. Please state your name for the court.
My name is Yanni Yogi. 15 years ago, I served as a bailiff in this very court.
Order! Johnny Yogi, so was it you killed Robert Hammond and tried to frame Miles Edgeworth for his death?
Yes, it was me. I did it.
Well, that was easy.
They put me on the witness stand 15 years ago. Robert Hammond, he said I was mentally unsound. He told me it would make me innocent, get me off the hook. So I pretended to have brain damage. I was innocent, really, but he didn't believe me. We won the trial, but I lost everything. I lost my job, my fiancé, my social standing. Then this year, 15 years later, a package arrived. It was a letter and a pistol. The plan was written out in careful detail. It was a plan for me to take my revenge on the people who ruined my life. I didn't care who had seen it
Or sent it.
I thought this was my chance. After 15 years, this was it. Finally a chance to have my revenge on Robert Hammond and Miles Edgeworth. I have no regrets.
Wait a moment. Revenge against Miles Edgeworth? What do you mean?
I'm not at liberty to speak on that matter. Why don't you ask Mr. Edgeworth yourself? Anyway, I admit it. I was the one who killed Robert Hammond.
On Karma, where is Mr. Yogi?
Under arrest, Your Honor. I saw no room for error in his confession.
Then the defendant Miles Edgeworth is...
Innocent, in this case at least.
Very well. Will the defendant please take the stand? There are a few mysteries left unsolved. Still, you are cleared of suspicion for this particular case. So I would like to pass judgment on the murder of Mr. Robert Hammond. Any objections?
I don't believe it. Why isn't Von Karma saying anything? It's probably because he knows.
Very well. This court finds the defendant, Miles Edgeworth, not guilty.
I forgot about the confetti. Everyone just standing still. Edgeworth just standing as tall and non-moving as a board.
That is all. This court is adjourned.
No, that's not it.
Objection!
Uh-oh. Who did that now?
Did someone say objection?
Incoming, it's Polly.
It wasn't Von Karma. Wait, but that means... No. Edgeworth? Your Honor, I object to your judgment.
What do you mean?
I'm not innocent at all. As we have heard, Yanni Yogi killed Robert Hammond in revenge. But revenge for what?
Nick! Edgeworth is trying to confess. He's going to say he's guilty. He's going to tell them he was the murderer in the DL6 incident. He's going to tell them he killed his own dad.
Uh-oh, what do I do?
I mean, it couldn't hurt to just raise an objection. I think he's gonna say something anyway.
The judgment has already been passed. I object to Edgeworth's outburst. Didn't something like this happen yesterday, too? I believe a certain witness raised an objection after a guilty verdict was passed.
That would be Larry.
the buts. I must hear this new statement. We must hear Miles Edgeworth.
He's right. We have a duty to hear Mr. Edgeworth out.
For 15 years, I've had a recurring dream. A nightmare. It's only a nightmare. That's what I told myself. But now I know. It wasn't a dream. Yanni Yogi wasn't the killer.
You mean in the incident where your father died?
From the distance of the shot, it wasn't suicide either. Everything was as clear as day. The murderer, the criminal in the DL6 incident, it was me. Your Honor, I confess my guilt. I am guilty for the DL6. For DL6, the statute of limitations of which ends today. The culprit is me.
Order! Order! This is certainly unexpected. The defendant declared innocent is confessing to a different crime. A crime for which the statute of limitations runs out today.
I mean, you can't really put him away for like a mistake like that. That's not how this works.
I'm not really sure how I should deal with this.
Bah! It's obvious. We should hold a trial right here, right now. We try this man for his crime of 15 years ago.
I think I would like to take a 5-minute recess. During this time, I will consider the appropriate course of action to take. Court is adjourned.
December 28th, 2:24 p.m. I'm sorry, Wright. I've just wasted all of your effort.
Mr. Edgeworth, I just don't believe it, sir. I mean, you kill your dad?
Shouldn't you say killed and not kill your dad? I hope that's not correct English, because it looks and it sounds wrong. It sounds kind of dopey too. You killed your dad? Like he didn't do it already almost?
I didn't want to believe it myself, Detective. But it's the truth. I deserve to be punished. Murder is murder, no matter what the circumstances.
This is crazy! Just crazy!
Nick, what are you doing? I'm pulling out my badge to show it at everybody. That's what I'm doing. Huh? Oh. I was just reading through the court record once more. I'm getting my case ready. Your case? For what? Huh? Isn't it obvious? I'm going to prove that Miles Edgeworth is innocent.
What are you talking about, pal? He just admitted to it! He confessed that he did it in court!
I'm sorry, Edgeworth, but I don't believe your nightmare.
What?
It's just a dream. It's not real. The truth is right here in this court record. In any case, tighten your belts, the real fight is just beginning. I'll prove you're innocent. Trust me.
Right.
I got your back, Edgeworth, like a butt crack, don't worry. Bonus points to whoever knows where that reference is from, by the way.
Now then, I would like to resume our trial.
Judge, Miles Edgeworth has admitted his own guilt. He has confessed his crime. Let us begin by hearing his testimony. Then, though pointless, let the defense do their cross-examining. The statute of limitations on the DL6 incident runs out today. Though it's unconventional for me, I'd like to run this one by the book.
I see. Does the defense have any objections?
No, Your Honor. Von Karma, you knew this was going to happen from the very beginning, didn't you?
Very well. Will Miles Edgeworth take the stand?
Will the witness state his name and profession?
Miles Edgeworth. I am a prosecuting attorney.
Mr. Edgeworth, 15 years ago you mistakenly killed your father, Gregory Edgeworth. Is this correct?
It is correct.
Then testify about this matter to the court.
When Edgeworth was telling me about his dream yesterday, I noticed something. One detail didn't quite fit. That would be the key, but only if I can get it to work. Please. Please.
That day I had gone to the courtroom to observe one of my father's trials. As we went to leave, an earthquake struck, trapping us in the elevator. My father and Mr. Yogi lost their composure and began to argue. Just then, something heavy fell at my feet. I picked it up and threw it at Mr. Yogi. I wanted them to stop fighting. A moment later, there was a single gunshot, then a scream. It was a terrible scream. I remember it to this day. That's all.
Time to press everything.
And until now, you thought this memory was a dream?
We were stuck in that elevator for 5 hours. The oxygen in the elevator ran out and I lost my memory of the events. Bah! The same claim Mr. Yogi has made.
Very well. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please.
Yes, Your Honor. What was the trial your father was involved in on that day?
I don't remember things very clearly. Only 2 things. I know my father lost, and Mr. Von Karma was the prosecuting attorney.
Mr. Von Karma, you are handling that case?
It was 15 years ago. I don't remember the details.
That was when Edgeworth pointed out the problem in Von Karma's evidence. So there were 3 people, including yourself, trapped in that elevator.
Yes. Myself, my father, and Yanni Yogi. We were fine at first, but then as time passed and no one came to help.
What did you do then?
I was a 9-year-old boy at the time. What could I do? I was scared, trembling in the corner. But then...
What was it? A pistol. I mean, he said it on the next place. I mean, he looks very angry that I've said that.
I assume it was the bailiff Yanni Yogi's. The safety must have come off when it fell from his holster. And you picked it up. What happened next?
Did you know it was a pistol when you threw it?
I think I knew. I knew it was dangerous, but the air was getting so thick, I panicked. So you're saying that you threw the pistol at Mr. Yogi? I was, in a daze.
The gun fired once?
Yes, I think. After I threw it, I lost consciousness. Since then, they've echoed in my head every day. That gunshot and that horrible scream.
The scream. Oh, some sort of clue. The scream. Yeah, like, there's a shot right through the glass there. So maybe it, like, the gun went off and it hit that and it bounced at him, so it was a mistake. It was an accident. Might as well press this too. To this day.
Yes, I can practically hear it now. I doubt I will ever forget that scream as long as I live.
There it is! One part of that testimony clearly contradicts the evidence. But I don't know what it means. I'd better find out and quick. Well, I guarantee it's gonna make me have to present this somewhere. I mean, I definitely don't have the gun from, like, the original case. It's probably best I just do the photo because I doubt if I presented the bullet, like, there's a chance it'll be like, yes, it hit something else. Presente. Nice, the bar went away, so that means we did it.
So, there was only one gunshot? Yes, I'm sure of that. I heard the shot and the scream. Then everything faded. I was unconscious until the rescuers came.
I see.
No, Your Honor. Unfortunately, you don't. Take a look at this. I like how every time Phoenix is like holding up a piece of paper and like pointing at it like that, I'm doing that same motion in real life. every time he's doing that. I can't help myself. This is a photograph of the scene of the crime 15 years ago. And in it lies a clear contradiction to Mr. Edgeworth's testimony.
Well, I can see the victim Gregory Edgeworth lying there. But what do you mean, a contradiction?
Just as I thought, the judge is clueless as always. Say that out loud, please. Show the judge the contradiction. Yes, this. The glory hole. As should be obvious, the contradiction is here.
I see a bullet hole in the door.
Your Honor, Miles Edgeworth testifies that there was only one gunshot. However, according to this photograph, not one, but two shots were fired. Wait. Okay, well, originally I thought there was like a ricochet or something. One shot hit the victim, the other hit the elevator door. I ask you then, why did Miles Edgeworth only hear one gunshot?
This photograph does seem to confirm a second shot. However, when was the hole in the elevator made? It might have been there before the incident occurred. If it was there before, it was nothing to do with this incident. Mr. Wright, do you have proof that this bullet hole was caused at the time of the incident?
Of course I do. Your Honor, I think I will be able to show you proof.
What? Impossible!
Now, Mr. Von Karma.
Why the second now sound like meow? Anyway.
Mr. Von Karma, say you're surprised for after you've seen the evidence. Very well, Mr. Wright, show us your proof. What do you have that proves the bullet hole in the door was related to this incident? Mr. Wright, please think how we feel having to look at this evidence time and time again. Every time you show us ridiculous evidence, I feel well marked.
What? Are you having like a heat stroke, Judge? I mean, I really don't mean any harm by it, Your Honor.
Not meaning any harm, and not doing any harm are two different things, Mr. Wright. Try again.
The fake out. Did I present something else by mistake? I'm pretty sure I did the bullet. So I need something else then. Oh, okay. I'm assuming it's the picture again because... I mean, if an elevator has, like, glass on it, wouldn't there be, like, 2 panes of glass? And it's on the inside. Could be this. What was the picture? Okay. I think it's this then. Take that! Your Honor, the answer is in this file.
You do enjoy dragging out that file, don't you? I don't accept this evidence, unless you can tell us what page it's on. Which page shows the link between this bullet hole and the Deal 6 incident?
Gotcha. Look at the victim data in this file. It says it's quite... Yeah, it says it quite plainly. The murder weapon was fired twice. Miles Edgeworth only heard one gunshot. Yet the murder weapon was fired twice. So he passed out and the second one went off.
Order! Order! Mr. Wright, what are you driving at?
It's simple, Your Honor. At the time of the incident, 2 shots were fired. One went to Gregory Edgeworth's heart. The other hit the elevator door. Remember that the defendant lost consciousness after the shot he fired rang out. In conclusion, we must agree that the second shot was fired by someone else.
Mr. Wright? Who could that someone else be?
There's only 3 people in the elevator, Judge.
The murderer, of course. I knew I should have stepped in before your wild fantasies got out of hand. Mr. Wright, look once more at the DL6 incident case file. Look closely. Try the case summary page.
Case summary? That's on page 1.
Look what is written there. Not a single clue was found on the scene. If the pistol had indeed been fired 2 times, then the other bullet would have been discovered on the scene.
He does have a point.
I think I know how to do this, but it has to give me a prompt for it and choose. Because I wouldn't be surprised if the other bullet went through the glass and like fell in between the elevator and like the floors and stuff. Search there.
That second bullet has never been found. Why? Because the second bullet does not exist. The bullet that claimed Gregory Edgeworth's life was the one fired by his own son. That is the truth of this matter, the whole truth.
Oh yeah, nothing but the truth?
There was undoubtedly something else that made that bullet hole in the door.
Mr. Wright has proven one thing to us quite clearly. That the murder weapon was fired twice at the time of the incident. However, as Mr. Von Karma says, the second bullet fired was not found. It is highly unlikely that the police merely overlooked this second bullet.
Well, they probably did.
So all we have is the single bullet fired. I'm afraid I have to discount the defense's claim.
I praise the judge for his wisdom in this matter.
Gah! How did this happen? I don't believe that the second bullet didn't exist. Was I wrong? Have I been wrong about this whole incident?
What are you doing, Nick? Why are you raising an objection?
I'm sorry, Maya.
What?
It looks like I was wrong.
Nick?
If the second bullet wasn't there, then all my conjectures are for nothing.
No. But you said you'd do it, Nick. You said you'd get Edgeworth declared innocent.
I'm sorry. It's just, when I saw the photograph, I thought that 2 shots had been fired. I was so certain of it. I thought I'd won. I thought there was another person, someone else who fired the killing shot. But now, I was wrong to think it could be that simple. This case has stood unsolved for 15 years.
Nick.
Well, it seems that we have finally cleared up this incident. Only 1 bullet was found at the scene of the crime. The shot was fired by Miles Edgeworth.
Hey, how do you know, though?
Precisely.
I would like to ask one thing of Miles Edgeworth before passing my verdict. Have you been paying attention to the trial so far?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you have any objections?
No. No, I do not.
So you killed your father, though that was not your intention?
Yes, I did.
Oh no. He's accepted the guilt.
Very well. The statute of limitations on the murder of Gregory Edgeworth runs out today. Therefore, I must pronounce a verdict on the defendant today, right here.
Right now.
Indeed. Does anyone have any objections?
I do. I've been here before. It's just like my first day in court. There's so many things I know I shouldn't be saying. But my mind's gone blank. I can't find the words.
Mr. Wright?
I have an objection. Yeah, that word. The big one on the screen. Your Honor! I object!
Mr. Wright, on what grounds do you object?
Oof.
Nick,
I don't know. His case is perfect.
oh no.
Grah! It must exist. Oh god, she flashed. The second bullet. What? What did you just say?
Nothing.
The second bullet must exist. But where? I don't know, I find that kind of funny that she flashes like that.
Someone took it.
Someone took it?
It seems waiting is not going to produce us any answers from Mr. Wright.
Wait, Your Honor. The second bullet, it existed.
What? But we've just heard proof that it does not exist.
I realize that, Your Honor. I'm really grasping here. It's just, someone took it from the scene of the crime. That's what happened.
But who?
The murderer.
The murderer? Then tell us. Just who is this murderer?
I'm still thinking about that one.
So the criminal took the second bullet, but why?
Huh?
First of all, how would they have found it? It's not easy to find a stray bullet, Mr. Wright. Was there some pressing need for the murderer to search for that bullet?
Yeah. So they wouldn't blame them. Of course, there was a need. That's why they took it.
But what possible reason could they have had?
Well, the reason the murderer took the bullet away from the scene with them is... I feel like both of these are kind of right. Maybe they thought the bullet would be used as proof.
Proof?
It was a special bullet, so they took it with them.
If that was the case, then they should have taken the bullet from inside Gregory as well.
Yeah, yeah, stick your fingers in there. Yeah, that seems smart. Yeah, you're definitely gonna get away from that. 100%. Huh?
Why would they only take one of the two shots fired?
No, right. Wait, am I really gonna get dock points for that?
Mr. Wright, have you really thought this through? I'm going to have to penalize you.
This isn't going so well. He didn't need it. Why would the murderer have spent the time to look for that stray bullet? I haven't got a clue!
What's wrong, Mr. Wright?
The murderer had no reason to take that bullet. You don't want to admit it, but it's true.
Had to take it. I almost feel like the spirit of her is just like zooming past me like a car. And I'm just like walking down the sidewalk and they're just saying that. Had to do it. Had to do it. Had to do it. Had to take it. The murderer? What does that mean? Can't park there. You're thinking too normal. Think crazy. Don't think why the bullet was taken. Think why the bullet had to be taken.
Mr. Wright?
Yes, Your Honor. I have no idea what I'm doing. Well, The murderer had no intention of taking the bullet from the scene. But, the murderer had to take the bullet.
Had to, Mr. Wright? What do you mean?
Well, for instance, I'm gonna say it again. I don't think I'm gonna mess it up. For instance, what? Maybe the bullet, hit the murderer?
The bullet hit the murderer?
Just saying, for instance. I mean, if it hit you, you would have to take it with you, wouldn't you? It's not like you could perform surgery right there. Was he not bleeding, though? You know? I'm just grasping at straws here. Wait a second. I was just talking off the top of my head, but what if that's really what happened?
Let me get this straight. So at the time of the murder, the murderer themselves was shot. And they left with the second bullet still inside of them? Thus leaving only one bullet at the scene of the crime?
Yes. I guess that's how it would work, yes.
But there's a problem with that. The other two people rescued from that elevator, Miles Edgeworth and Yanni Yogi, were both unharmed. So that would mean...
The murderer came from outside, yes. Another murderer to this case? The two men fight inside the elevator. Trying to stop them, the boy picks up the pistol at his feet and throws it. The pistol discharges, and the bullet goes through the elevator door and hits the murderer outside. The boy loses consciousness. Then the murderer opens the elevator door and sees the men inside. Wait, they were supposed to be trapped, though. How was the murderer gonna open the door if they were, like, trapped in there from the earthquake?
Mr. Wright, you are truly the most unpredictable defense attorney I've ever known. I can tell you're grasping, yet I cannot deny the possibility of what you say.
What are you saying? Deny it! Deny it! No one involved with the incident was wounded. There was no murderer.
No one was wounded at the time of the incident. He's right. I can't think of anyone.
Hey, Nick.
Huh?
I just thought of something really crazy.
Crazy?
Crazy? You don't know crazy.
Remember what Mr. Grossberg said yesterday?
No, I don't.
Gregory Edgeworth dealt a blow to his perfect trial record.
Wow.
It must have been quite a shock for Von Karma. He took a vacation for several months after that, you see.
Maybe he took that vacation because he thought he was gonna have to get away from everything, like leave the country.
Yes, an unusual event for the man. That was the first and the last vacation he's taken in his many years of prosecuting.
So the murderer's Von Karma, then.
What if Von Karma didn't take that vacation because of shock?
But took it because he was injured.
Which would mean
It could only mean one thing.
he was the murderer in the DL6 incident.
He was the man who shot Gregory Edgeworth.
It was Von Karma.
Oh, man.
Something wrong, Mr. Wright? You seem dazed.
Man, this is a long section of this trial. No, Your Honor.
Well, you have indicated the possibility that the murderer came from outside. Can you give us the name of your suspect?
Uh-oh. Did I come out and say it now? mean, how would I save it for a better time? Your Honor, there is a suspect. One lone suspect.
Well, this is certainly interesting news. Very well, Mr. Wright. Who is your suspect?
My hands are shaking.
What?
Von Karma! Von Karma? Oh, he seems really happy about this.
You mean the Von Karma, the prosecutor? The one standing right over there?
Bah!
You don't object?
I see no need, Your Honor. Why honor this ridiculous outburst with my objection?
Because you took a vacation for several months starting the day after the incident. Yet you pride yourself on a perfect record. Why would you take such a long vacation without any reason?
So you're claiming that I took a vacation to heal my injury from the incident? Fascinating. Prove it. I would have needed surgery, no. Where did I go under the knife at, Mr. Wright? Bring the doctor that operated on me. Have him testify.
Nick, let's find out who his doctor is.
It's no use.
Edgeworth?
I know Von Karma perhaps too well. He's perfect. He wouldn't leave clues. He probably didn't undergo surgery. That would leave a doctor as a witness.
Nobody's that perfect.
So what, Nick? Did Von Karma pull the bullet out by himself? That's insane!
No, he couldn't have. You can't just pull bullets out of yourself. I mean, you can. It's not gonna feel good, though. Wait. What does that mean? That bullet has to be somewhere, but where? So, if he didn't take it out, it's still there. Get this man x-rayed immediately.
Well, Mr. Wright, could you produce evidence to prove that I was shot?
Did I look at my evidence? Okay. I mean, I don't think we have any evidence to do that. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say it's impossible to prove. It would be impossible to find the doctor who operated on Von Karma now, even if Von Karma did undergo surgery.
It seems you have finally come to your senses. You've realized the truth. You can't prove something that didn't happen.
Nick!
The court record. There must be something. The court record? What could be in there? Gah! There's no time! I'd better think on it as I go. Alright, Von Karma, I'll prove it. And I'll even use evidence. I know how you like it so much.
What?
The evidence that proves Von Karma was shot is... What the? What? Unless this is somehow the wrong bullet. Think this through. Where's the bullet? Well, it'd probably be in his shoulder where the shot went through the glass. If only I could just use his, like, profile, because he's, like, always, like, grasping his, like, shoulder. Well, I mean, if anything, to prove he got shot would be the photo, then. Because it wouldn't be the bullet, because like, there's no way this was marked wrong. Presente.
What exactly is that? Sorry. Judge, if you would.
Right, penalty! Ah!
Okay, that was wrong. Oh. No, really? It's gonna make me use the metal detector on Von Karma? No way. Von Karma is perfect. He wouldn't risk surgery, leaving an evidence trail. So then, I ask, where is that bullet now? I think it unlikely that Von Karma performed surgery on himself.
You don't mean...
I do. And then they kissed. There's the possibility that the bullet is still inside Von Karma.
Is that even possible for all these years?
I mean, what other possibility is there, Judge? Do you think the body just would dissolve a bullet that's just sitting in there? Well, there's one way to find out. Pulls out this giant metal detector. All right, waving it around. Yeah, I'm gonna scan you. We could use this metal detector. Well, Von Karma, I'm going to run this over you and see what we find. Uh-oh, he's sweating now.
I refuse!
You refuse? What refusing this means? You acknowledge that the bullet is still inside you?
Metal detector his ass.
Order! Order! Order!
Your Honor, the defense requests that we be allowed to use the metal detector.
Judge, I call for a suspension of this trial. This is an invasion of privacy.
How, though? It's not like I need to undress you. Fully, anyway. The statute of limitations runs out on this case today. It was you who said we had to end it right here, right now.
Enough! I permit the use of the metal detector. Mr. Von Karma, you will submit yourself to testing.
Nick, what does this mean? I don't know, but we have to give it a shot. Get it? Shot? Because that's what the case is all about, is guns and shots. Oh my god, he flatlined. It reacted! Something's inside his right shoulder! The bullet! Mr. Von Karma? You! It was you!
I was afraid this would happen, and so I remained silent. Indeed, there is a bullet in my shoulder. However, it has nothing to do with this incident.
What?
I was shot in the shoulder but long before the DL6 incident. Oh, great. I claim that the bullet in my shoulder has no relation to DL6.
But Mr. Von Karma, can you prove that?
Yeah, let's cut it out of him.
Prove? I have no obligation to prove anything. It is Mr. Wright who must prove something here, not I.
Mr. Wright? Well, can you prove it? Can you prove that the bullet in Von Karma's shoulder was from DL6?
Of course he can't. You don't have any of the DL6 evidence.
That's because you took it out of the records room yesterday.
With no proof, you cannot convict me of any crime. So sorry, Mr. Wright.
No. I'm the one who's sorry, Mr. Von Karma.
What?
You were close. One day away from freedom. But you see, I have proof.
What?
Who would have thought you would dig your own grave trying to convict Edgeworth? I can link that bullet in your shoulder to the DL6 incident. And here's my final proof. Okay, I gotta read everything again. Because I'm thinking it's gonna be the picture. Because like I said before, it's shot at an angle where when it was fired through the glass, it would probably be at his shoulder. Plus he was there too. And that's when he took his vacation. Alright, let's see. Nick? Oh, this is wrong. Is this your final proof? Don't you think you should choose a little better? Huh? You mean that was the wrong evidence? Everyone looks kinda puzzled.
Mr. Wright?
No! Uh-oh, he's really mad.
I think you'd better dig out the right evidence and quick.
Right! You got lucky, Von Karma, but this next one is the real evidence, okay? I can link that bullet in your shoulder to the DL6 incident. Don't worry, I got this. I mean, he's not mentioned in this case file. And I can't really prove the bullet would be the same as this because it's in his shoulder. So I guess the case file again, because we've shown this file quite a bit during this case. gonna do it! Oh, no. No! No! Giga F. Alright, but Giga Reload. I don't know, was it the bullet?
Look, that's a bullet.
Somehow it's this?
Where did you get that?
This is the bullet used in the DL6 incident. This was taken from the heart of the victim, Mr. Gregory Edgeworth. The bullet is preserved quite nicely with all the ballistic markings intact.
Ballistic markings.
You may recall the term. It came up in the first trial 2 days ago.
Ballistic markings are the fingerprints of a weapon. All bullets fired from a gun are marked with that weapon's unique pattern. By examining the markings, you can tell which weapon fired the bullet. It's quite accurate.
We have 2 bullets in our possession. One, the bullet removed from Gregory Edgeworth's heart. The other, Mr. Von Karma, is the bullet buried in your shoulder. We could analyze both bullets. Then, if the markings matched, we would know that both bullets had been fired from the same gun. The very same pistol. In other words, the murder weapon that killed Gregory Edgeworth. He's scared now. Mr. Von Karma, you will let us remove the bullet from your shoulder. Then we'll compare the ballistic markings to those on this bullet. And solve this case once and for all. Well, Mr. Von Karma?
That scream. I've heard that scream before. Wait, I know!
Oh, I can't breathe.
Quiet, I said quiet. You're not making this any easier. Stop breathing my air. I'll stop you. Stop breathing my air. Get away.
Get away from my father!
Bang. So really, Miles shot Von Karma.
It's that scream I heard in the elevator. 15 years ago. Von Karma, it was you who screamed.
Mr. Von Karma?
Edgeworth, well, Edgeworth, only you would dare defy me.
He turned into the devil.
So, it was you.
Alright, hold on. We're gonna hover here for a little bit. Is he gonna keep doing it? There we go. Just let it out. There we go. Pound that head into that. Just keep going. Yep, that's it. Man, this is real good payback for tasing us, you know? Just keep going. Just let it all out.
You and your father are my curse. Your father shamed me with a penalty on my record. And you left a scar on my shoulder that would never fade. I'll bury you. I'll bury you with my bands. Death, death.
please, somebody cuff this guy. Like, goddamn, he's going insane. Also, I must say, he's got like a really thick skull. Jeez. Thick skin on that forehead of his. 15 years earlier.
Chief Prosecutor, I am sorry.
On Karma, it's not like you to make this kind of error. I never would have thought that Edgeworth would be the one to catch you.
I was careless.
I'm sorry, but you will have to be penalized. I've covered you for you in the past, but not this time.
Edgeworth!
It was a shock like none I had ever known.
Me? Penalized? It took hours for me to regain my composure. Suddenly I found myself in the darkness. I was in the courtroom's record. I must have wandered in there without thinking where I was going. The room was pitch black. The lights must have gone out. I went out into the hall and felt my way to the elevator. I pressed the button, but nothing happened. Then there was a noise. I was in pain. The horrible burning pain in my shoulder. Just then, the lights came back on. The elevator door opened before my eyes. I saw 3 people inside, all lying unconscious from oxygen deprivation. Much to my surprise, a pistol lay at my feet. I knew then it was destiny.
Bang. I just did it. He did it that easy without thinking.
In his last moments, Gregory Edgeworth was still unconscious. He died, never knowing who had shot him. Later, he spoke through a medium, blaming Mr. Yogi. He was fooled. It was the perfect crime.
He's got his composure back now.
Who would have thought another man would have come to open that elevator door? Judge!
What?
What are you doing? Do your job. Bring an end to this miserable charade. Now, end it.
Very well.
It's finally over. It's Jover for Von Karma.
It appears that we have come a very long way to the end of this maze. 15 years later, Mr. Miles Edgeworth.
Yes, Your Honor.
You were innocent. You are innocent. As you said, it was all a nightmare.
Yes, Your Honor.
This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth.
Confetti again! Man, this courtroom has a lot of confetti, just ready at all times.
Well, that is all. This court is adjourned.
Nick! We did it! Did you see his face? Von Karma looked even paler than usual. He's pretending to be all cool, but inside you crushed him, Nick! Crushed! I gotta say, I'm impressed.
It was pretty close, though. I was sure we'd had it.
I know. I was on the verge of tears the whole time myself. But now it's all just a good memory.
So it's finally Jover, Edgeworth.
Right.
Yeah?
I'm not sure how to say this.
I know. Try thank you.
I see. Thank you.
Right. You're welcome.
I think you could have done better than that.
Sorry. I'm not good at this sort of thing.
You got a lot to learn, Edgeworth.
She's got you there.
Amazing, pal! You pulled through! Just like I thought you would! I'll never forget this. I owe you one, pal! And tonight, let's party! Dinner's on me! Yeah, my salary went down a bit this month, but who cares?
See, Mr. Edgeworth, you should take a lesson from Detective Gumshoe. That's how you say thank you.
I see.
Whoop!
Really? Oh, man. I kind of wish there was someone that voice acted that right there, because I really want to hear that. As you should, Edgeworth, as you should. I feel foolish.
Don't worry. Take it a little at a time. You'll get used to it.
It's been 15 years since I've seen Edgeworth this unguarded. Oh, God.
Hey, y'all. Lana. Y'all were great in there.
Thank you.
Yo, Edgeworth, congrats.
Thank y'all very much.
I knew you were innocent from the start, of course. Just look at you. You wouldn't stick your hand in the cookie jar even if no one was there.
You were the witness on the first day of the trial, weren't you?
Yeah, well, let bygones be bygones, eh?
Speaking of which, what are you doing now, Lotta?
Who, me? Oh, I went back to college. I gave up trying to become an investigative photographer pretty quick.
Really? That's too bad. Huh? Eh?
Isn't that the hot dog guy from the park?
Huh? Oh boy, dude, everybody's coming out.
It's over, Nick! My life is over!
Let me guess. She broke up with you. I forget her name, though. It sounded like a celebrity's name, but I forget. Why the sad face, Larry? What happened now?
Oh, Nick, I'm not long for this world.
You don't look sick. It's a whole party. It is a whole party. Yeah, Keonce, that's her name.
It's Keonce. She's going to live in Paris. Paris, Nick. She's leaving me behind.
Should have seen that coming. Yo, Edgy, there you are. Man, wow, that was quick. Yes, here I am.
Congrats, Edgy. Here, little gift from me in celebration.
Celebration? That's unusual for you.
Harry Butts, you come along tonight too. My treat, pal.
Huh? Thanks. Looking forward to it.
Yo, Nick. That's the suit that questioned me. When he says treat, that's not police talk for prison food, right?
I think you'll be fine, Larry. Right. Yeah? What's up? That envelope that Larry gave me, it's got money in it. Well, yeah. It's not that strange. People give money away to celebrate sometimes. It's $38, right? Huh? What a weird amount. I mean, it's not a little, but it's not a lot either. $38 exactly?
Nick! Wasn't that exactly the amount of lunch money that was stolen from Mr. Edgeworth in school?
He was the one that stole it. It's his fault that Phoenix wanted to become a defense attorney. Because then Edgeworth had to defend him. 38? No. No! Larry, it was you!
What are you so surprised about, Wright? Huh? Larry was absent that day from school, right? But that doesn't automatically rule him out as a suspect. What? Think back to that day 15 years ago. Larry took the day off, but he was bored, so he came into school anyway. Then he saw the money lying there, and the rest is history.
I never was good at history.
Edgeworth,
You didn't know, did you?
I suspected. I just couldn't picture Larry protecting you like he did that day. Everyone else was saying you did it. The whole class was against you, remember?
Yeah, too well.
Right, you may not know this, but we used to have a saying back in school. When something smells, it's usually the butts.
I know.
Really, Wright, I'm surprised you didn't figure it out.
Well, this sure isn't an unexpected turn of events, eh?
Edgeworth.
You should have told me!
Now, Nick. It was 15 years ago. Don't you think the statute of limitations has run out, Mr. Edgeworth?
I'd say so, yes. There you have it. What does that leave me? I became a defense attorney because of what you two did. Well, hey, pretty stable job. You should be thankful, Phoenix.
Well, you have always been something of an insufferable emotionalist.
Yeah, and you get worked up too easily, too. Death! The death sentence for both of you! Man, if only I had known, I'd have become a prosecutor!
The same goes for me, only the other way around. For the longest time, I thought that I might have killed my own father. I thought I might be a criminal. I became a prosecutor in part to punish myself. If I had known the truth, I might have become a defense attorney after all.
I mean, there's still time, though, right?
Edgeworth. Want to switch, right?
Hey, y'all. Line up, I'll take a photo. Hey, photo time. Let's go.
And after that, dinner on me.
Detective Gumshoe took us out on the town that night. We celebrated Edgeworth's newfound freedom. Even though Edgeworth himself was still in detention. Wait, Edgeworth is still in detention? Why? December 29th, 5:02 a.m. That's early. Uh-oh. Who's gonna die this time? Whoa, I went a little overboard yesterday. My head hurts. Huh? It's still only 5. Maybe I should go back to sleep. What's this? A letter?
Good morning, Nick. You were really impressive yesterday. Seeing you, it made me think about what I'm doing here. I'm a spirit medium. In training, of course.
You also forgot Electro on the side?
I wanted to help Mr. Edgeworth, too. I wanted to help you. But I couldn't. I was useless. So I've decided to go back to my training. I'll become a full-fledged spirit medium for starters. I couldn't say it to your face, so I left this letter. Goodbye, Nick.
She left me.
Goodbye? What time is it? Gah, the first trains for the mountains have already left to the station.
Maya, stay with me, please. Maya, don't go. Please, Maya.
I guess I'm too late.
Hey! Nick!
Maya! So, you're leaving?
Yeah. It's hard being a spirit medium who can't talk to spirits.
Whoops, I clicked off.
And I think you'll do fine without me, Nick. Be good, okay?
I didn't say you could go. Yeah, hold it!
Wait!
What?
I never could have saved Edgeworth without your help.
Huh?
On the last day of the trial, I heard her. I heard Mia's voice.
You heard my sister?
Yes, only her voice. But still, it was at the very end when I thought we'd lost everything.
Well, that's my sister for you. Detective Gumshoe helped. Mr. Grossberg, and even Larry. I'm the only one who couldn't help. I was useless, Nick.
But you were the one who stopped Von Karma, Maya.
Huh? I didn't do anything! All I did was wander around in a daze.
Sorry, but I have evidence that you helped.
Evidence?
Show Maya some evidence to cheer her up. My badge. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it.
Huh? Sorry, Nick. I guess I don't understand.
Uh-oh, now I think about it, I don't understand this evidence either.
It's okay. You don't have to try to cheer me up.
It's too late. What was the correct evidence to show for that? I was thinking it might be this, but I don't know what it would have been.
One day I'll come back and be useful. I promise.
It was the bullet. She was the one who grabbed it, and when she got tased. Ah, yeah.
So, this is it.
See you soon, Maya.
Wonder what the dialogue would have been. Aw, she's crying.
Thanks, Nick.
And so, my story ends. Time to turn a new page. And say goodbye to the novice defense attorney that I once was. Now a new story begins. With the same old crazy cast of characters. Ha! Don't think you've graduated yet, amateur.
Mr. Wright, perhaps you'd like to rethink that claim?
Yes, Your Honor. Uh-oh, I got a bad feeling about this.
Hey, pal, Mr. Edgeworth came down to the precinct to wish me a happy new year. Talk about a pleasant surprise. Woo! Detective Gumshoe! Then he hung his head low and went right back. Kind of like he was embarrassed or something. Strange, huh?
Damn, is that gonna be like the whole credits? We gotta look at all these.
Huh? Nick? No, I haven't seen him lately. Who, me? I've been working at a cheese shop. That Missy's a nice lady. She's not exactly what you call a cheap date, huh? Oh, she's in Hawaii right now, oh yeah.
Oh, Wright? Yeah, I remember him. I hear he's been busy lately. You know, not to ring my own bell, but I sort of taught him everything he knows. I'm sure he's grateful.
I forget what voice I gave that guy, but I know you could hear his objection when he did it during that trial.
Phoenix Wright. Ah, the defense attorney for whom I wrote that advert, yes. Oh, you know, I've taken over the management of the Gateway Hotel recently. Should you be in the area, please stop by. Oh, it's you. Phoenix Wright? Oh, yes, me as understudy, was he not? I wonder how he's doing. Haven't seen him of late. Ah, the days of my youth. I think the scent of fresh lemon, you see.
Too bad I didn't play Grossberg's theme again right there. Yeah, this is a really good credit song, nice and chill. Oh no.
Phoenix Wright? Is he an actor? Well, I'm not buying it. You can't be the star with a name like Phoenix. Did you know that they're finally looking at on DVD and tickles and we're gonna DVD and a 3 and everything the days and
I wanted to read that, even if it was the old bag.
I'm pleased to announce the Pink Princess is a hit. Sure owe that Mr. Wright a great deal, Sniff. Oh, if I keep my face out of the public eye until the show's over, I wouldn't want to ruin any kid's dreams, you know.
Wait, she said tickling DVDs? What kind of fetish is old bag into?
Oh, I got a letter from Maya the other day. It sounds like she caught a cold standing under a waterfall. I wanted to visit, but didn't have time, so I sent her some Pink Princess trading cards. She says she can't buy them where she is. What kind of place is she living at anyway?
Living in the mountains, in a cave, meditating.
Right? Who's that? You wanna talk? Let's talk, Pink Princess, alright? But, you know, I snuck into the studio the other day, and I saw her, the one inside the Pink Princess suit. What a dog! It was kind of a shock for a boy of a tender age.
Man, the ending of this game putting my voice through the ringer.
Yeah, I remember right, that lawyer guy. Me, I'm in training to become a paranormal photographer. You know, that picture I took of everyone? Well, just behind them, there's a ghost. For real? Now that's talent. I'm gonna be famous.
Hey, is it over? Am I done?
Please show me a thing of Von Karma in prison. Victory. Hey, Mia's there too. Oh my god, it was Gumshoe with the confetti the whole time, every time a case was won. Capitcom. Oh, I got an achievement. Clear. A brand new episode has been added. But until next time.